get up early and you work hard, those times when you stay up late and you work hard, those times when you don't feel like working, you're too tired, you don't want to push yourself, but you do it anyway. That is actually the dream.
Why can't I be the best player in the league? I don't see why.
Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something.
Really, maybe the most compelling matchup of all against the San Antonio team that's got the goods and has a run from 99 until now with Duncan, Popovich, and this core group together. Who will win? LeBron James.
Jab step, drives on James, falling away, knocks it down! Another circus shot for Ginobili. The Spurs will head to Miami, up 3-2 here in the NBA Finals.
Which NBA team most improved itself in and around the trade deadline?
Me personally, I really believe San Antonio from the standpoint. I think Steven Jackson is a good pickup for them.
Thank you. Would you agree, Tim?
That's a great pickup.
Okay. I say it's by far the Spurs because they added a little after the deadline Boris Diaw.
Game 6 in Miami.
James all over him. 6 to shoot. Parker pulls back. That's a three-pointer. It's good! Tony Parker! Back-to-back buckets, and the Spurs regain the lead.
Oh, I mean, if it's not me taking the shot,
James catches,
I have
puts
no
up the
problem
three.
with taking that shot, man. He got ice water in his veins.
Rebound Bosch. Back out to Allen.
And this is the greatest clutch shot in NBA history. That was it right there.
His three-pointer. Bang! Tie game with 5 seconds remaining. Spurs do not have a timeout. They need a 3. Green trying to get free. Cross-court pass to Green. Green blocked by Bosch.
It's how they won that has me concerned because Tim Duncan played more minutes than he's played since 2008. You look at Tony Parker, he put in nearly 43 minutes, didn't commit one single turnover. And to lose that game, it shook me. There's no question.
Stephen A. Smith, who wins tonight?
Well, obviously, I'm going with the San Antonio Spurs because I'm not going to switch my pick. I picked them to win this series in 7 games. It's a game 7, and I'm going to roll with that. Now, I will acknowledge that the resolute, feelings that I had prior to game 6, it's a bit shaky now. I'm a bit apprehensive. I look at LeBron James and Miami Heat and the ability to pull out game 6.
Did the Spurs choke away the championship?
I'm not going to go that far and say they choked because I think that would take credit away from Miami winning this game. But they certainly blew a chance at a world championship. I picked them in 7. I'm going to go down with the ship. But in the end, I can't imagine where they go from here.
I am devastated. I have never, ever in all my career been so torn apart, so sickened and saddened and ultimately dumbfounded by what I had to endure in back-to-back fourth quarters by my San Antonio Spurs. Back-to-back disasters.
Magic Johnson saying the Spurs choked. Do you still feel that way?
Yeah, I mean, you can say choke or gave it away.
Is game 6 you think was going to stick in your mind the most about this series?
For me, no. Game 7, missing a layup to tie the game, making a bad decision down the stretch, unable to stop Dwayne and LeBron. Probably for me, game 7 is going to always haunt me.
The difference is, and we just talked about this, Skip, they have a chance still to win the championship.
Redeem.
Yes,
Yep,
yes.
can.
And so this is about the mental state of the Spurs. It's not about anything other than that.
There's LeBron James playing the passing lane.
Oh, man. Hands it off to Wade on the drive. Reverse. Fourth consecutive year, the Miami Heat are heading to the NBA Finals. Leonard running the floor and throws it down. No look to Duncan.
And fires one, and that'll do it. The Spurs are headed to the NBA Finals to meet up with the Miami Heat starting Thursday in San Antonio.
But with LeBron balling the way he's balling, with D-Wade looking the way he's looking, it's going to be epic. It's going to be a thriller. It's going to be back and forth. But in the end, the king will be crowned again.
Me and you hug, I just get a media stuff to talk about, because they ain't got nothing else to talk about.
And the 2014 NBA Finals are underway.
Come on, what's a little heat? You're thinking back in the old Boston Garden days. Green, again, Danny Green from downtown. The San Antonio Spurs take game one of the 2014 NBA Finals.
So let's talk about game 3 tonight. Who wins?
Well, tonight, for game 3, it's the Heat. They will win tonight. Because what you don't want is to put yourself in a situation where you're in a 2-1 hole, having to win a game 4 on your home floor. I'm going to say what I said just yesterday. With the exception of the fourth quarter of game 1, when San Antonio hit 14 of 16 shots, all 6 of his three-pointers, LeBron James was out for the last half as far as I'm concerned with the cramps. The Miami Heat have looked like the better basketball team. They've looked faster. They've looked more athletic.
For the first time in the 2014 NBA playoffs, the Miami Heat lose on their home floor. A frustrating night from start to finish. As they lose by 19, final score 111-92. The Spurs now lead these finals 2 games to 1. It's a 20-point lead, and timeout Miami.
But San Antonio's defense has been much, much better.
Mills, not that time. Leonard on the follow. Kawhi Leonard throws it down, and it's a 22-point game. See their team again this season. The San Antonio Spurs with another masterpiece, and they take a 3-1 lead.
Series over?
Yeah. So, you know, even if the Heat had lost, I still would have been up here. I still would have been enthusiastic. I would have been envisioning a comeback that at least pushed this series to a game 7. But I'm in no mood to play around. The Miami Heat got beat down last night.
We will get better from tonight. You know, we hate the performance that we put on. We're going to come in and learn from our mistakes as we always do after a loss.
Can't connect. Bosh just 2 of 6. The Heat have gone cold. Ginobili on the finish. Flushes it with the left hand. Only 14 points off the bench. A 24-point turnaround. And the final seconds set to tick off. San Antonio is back on top once again. The Spurs are the 2014 NBA champions.
I must begin by apologizing to all of you today because I blew it. Even I underestimated just how dominant the San Antonio Spurs are. And I tweeted since December, Spurs in 6. And I was very happily wrong last night. Spurs in 5. Spurs in 5. Spurs in 5. I have several issues with the case you just made. I'm going to save them for 1 second because I feel like we owe Steph Curry this much. Can we at least acknowledge what he did last night at Orlando?
Up and out, long rebound. Steph, no timeout with 6. At 5, Curry for the lead.
That's why you shoot it.
Behind the back. I guess it fires a 3.
We're out of superlative, Steph. We're sorry, but we don't know how to talk about what you did anymore because it just gets greater and greater, and it's hard to debate. Curry, who gets greater by the dribble.
His magic, gets by Gobert and scores. Steph with the left hand, the flip, the foul.
Steph obviously broke for making threes in consecutive games. Last night was his 128th. Can I throw this out, Mr. Smith, for your edification? During Kyle Korver's streak, only 7 times did Kyle Korver have an unassisted three-point shot that he made during his streak of 127 straight games. In Steph's streak so far, and counting, he has 223 unassisted made threes. Think about that. 223 to Kyle Korver's 7. That he's creating off it. We know we say this, but I want to drive it home. This is where Steph is, and this is where Kyle Korver was. You're creating shots, and you're taking them from distances we've never seen before.
I understand. I've been saying it forever. He's the best shooter I have ever seen.
Yeah, well, to me, he's having the greatest season we've ever seen, and he added to that greatness last night.
And a step back three. It's on. Steph Curry. Good shot. It's a great player. 25 feet, 26 feet. From half court, it's gone! He banks it in! He made one at the end of the first that didn't count.
I believe the Oklahoma City Thunder are going to get yet again embarrassed on their home floor. I think these Warriors are playing at a level that we've never seen before, and they will take it as a point of pride to rub it in.
They do have a timeout. Decide not to use it. Curry, way downtown.
Bang! Bang! Oh, what a shot from Curry! With 0.6 of a second remaining!
I said the other day on the show, he's having the single greatest season any player in the history of this game has ever had. And I'm going to echo your point, which was going to be my first point. If any man or woman out there who has a vote for MVP dares to vote for anyone else.
Steph Curry is the best player in the world. He's the most explosive offensive player right now in the game of basketball, and he's the greatest shooter I've ever seen. He was absolutely sensational when it counted most. Had he not gotten hurt and ended up leaving the game for approximately 6 minutes or so, he probably would have dropped 50.
San Antonio Spurs. Here's Curry. He has yet to score 30 in a game this year. He fires it up again, and he's 0 for 2. Remember the last time these two teams passed to Curry, and he's sizing this 3 up. Short. So again, Curry and Thompson. He has 7. At the other end, that's an air ball by Curry.
That was good defense by Lou Williams.
Curry.
Both teams have shot, well, now the Warriors have shot 13 from three-point land, converting 1.
Both teams have shot over 60% in this quarter.
A lot of layups.
Curry, that's not a well, it is for him. Every opportunity, and here comes Curry. Curry will stop. 3 on its way. Hit the heel, really weathered this. You knew it was coming. Curry, he's going to fire that one. In and out, won't go back in. Taken by Dan.
Here's the assist to Steph Curry.
Now Steph Curry. He still hasn't hit a 3.
Last night, Steph Curry's 157 game streaks with at least one three-pointer ended with a horrible performance against the Lakers.
Having a player guard that can get into the paint off the dribble like that and create those kind of scenarios.
Curry couldn't find his shot or his rhythm, finishing with a terrible 0 of 10 from 3, 5 of 17 from the floor, and only 13 points.
a shortstop and made the three anyway on the reload.
He's just on one of those runs. It's going to be easy.
Steph Curry hits the three off the post of three. And Curry, 9-3. Wants a double Durant. Curry may play USA. 10 threes for Steph. Looking for Curry on the curl. The pump fake, the three. Good! Make it 11 threes. One away from the NBA record and 40 in the game to do so. Curry has tied the NBA record. 12 threes. He's done it twice now.
He knows where he is.
As Curry hit another three for the record.
Everyone's aware of it.
No man has made 13 threes in a game until tonight.
Because we just watched him give up his streak. What was it, 157 straight games with a three?
Yeah.
Gave it up against the Lakers, which means now you're starting right back at 1.
Steph Curry made his way back into the record books on Monday night, making an NBA record 13 three-pointers in a Warriors win over the Pelicans. Coincidentally, the record came one game after his record of 157 straight games, making a three with snapped hair.
That is so impressive to be that professional.
Is it?
To answer your own challenge, to make sure that you respond to the moment.